White House is going bigger. The question is, will it be big enough? A source tells me that Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin will present a $1.8 trillion offer to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi this afternoon. That's still, though, $400 billion less than where Democrats are at. Now, White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow said that new deal would include aid for the airlines, direct checks, and PPP. He also mentioned extending enhanced unemployment benefits, which in some places are already starting to run out.
We're moving in the right direction. The bid and the offer is narrowed. It looks like a trade is imminent, and it's a good thing. It's going to provide the economy in good shape. The V-shaped recovery is looking very good in my judgment.
Now, we still have to see how Senate Republicans feel about this. There has been growing concern about how much this all could cost. And, of course, Democrats have their own red lines as well, including state and local funding, schools, and more money for COVID testing, tracing, and treatment. Guys, as Pelosi said earlier today, the devil and the angels are in the details. Back over to you.
Elon, this has been thrown wide open again. I mean, first we had the president saying that he was pulling the plug on the talks earlier this week. Then he said, actually, he did want a deal. Then earlier today, he said, or floated the $1.8 trillion figure. Now, reportedly, and again, some of these comments are coming from Rush Limbaugh's radio show, so we're kind of going off of that. But reportedly now he's saying he wants to go even bigger than what's on the table. We have the market reaction. We spoke about this last hour. Even after his $1.8 trillion offer, stocks basically more or less sold off. And there's a lot of discussion now about how he doesn't have the Republicans in his corner. If he's saying go bigger, wouldn't that potentially lose the GOP altogether?
I think it could, Kelly. I think what you're seeing is that the reality here is that this is not just a two-sided negotiation between the White House and Democrats. There's also Senate Republicans to contend with. Mitch McConnell said earlier this summer that there could be 15 to 20 members of his caucus who won't vote for anything at all. So Republicans know they're going to need to get Democrats on board in order to get something done. They're going to need help. But McConnell also doesn't want to do this without the majority of his caucus supporting it. So that creates a multilateral negotiations, if you will. And that's what's making this deal so difficult to pull together.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.